Hello dear traders, my name is Tim and these are the main trading ideas for current trading session. First of all, let's discuss the situation with the pound. The GBP/USD pair is trading at 1.3615. Investors are bracing for significant volatility in the pound this week, with labor market data and the consumer price index report for August due on Thursday and Wednesday respectively. The Bank of England also meets on Thursday. The Office for National Statistics is expected to report that the unemployment rate remained unchanged at 4.7%. Meanwhile, average earnings before bonuses, a key measure of wage growth, are expected to rise by 4.8%, slower than the previous 5%. Meanwhile, the UK headline CPI could reach 3.9%, the highest in 19 months. Earlier, Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey noted the risks of a worsening situation in the labor market and also confirmed his readiness to cut rates further. Analysts believe the Bank of England could ignore rising inflation and cut rates by 25 basis points on Thursday, adding pressure on the pound. Next, dollar against the yen. The USD Japanese yen pair is trading at 147. The recent trade agreement between the US and Japan has removed a key source of uncertainty for the Japanese economy. Moreover, revised Japanese GDP growth data for the second quarter, as well as an improving labor market with wages rising for the first time in 7 months, support the case for another rate hike by the Bank of Japan this year. Market attention will also be focused on the outcome of the Bank of Japan's two-day policy meeting on Friday. If the regulator confirms plans to raise rates this year, despite political uncertainty, the yen could continue to rise. In addition, the yen is favored by the weakness of the dollar, which is preparing for a rate cut by the Fed. So these are the main trading ideas for now. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.